What is up, guys? This is CROMWELL Fell-Handed, and today I am giving away a CROMWELL B. In order to be considered to win this, I want you to comment below what your favorite heavy tank is, followed by your gamertag. Now, I'm going to kind of run this a little bit longer than the standard 12 to 16 hour period before I choose a winner. It's probably going to be around the 48-hour period. Now, that being said, it has to be a comment on this video only, just simply for my own state of mind, because if I am checking every single video in the comments, it's going to get hectic. So, comment below your favorite heavy tank, followed by your gamer tag, and then we will see if we cannot finesse a CROMWELL B into your garage. Moving on. I may or may not be without power and or a roof this weekend, depending on how bad the hurricane gets, so the videos may be spotty. Moving on. We are in a KV2, not my most favorite heavy, but I do like its dirt power. Now, as you can see here, this is a good example of health conservation, because you know what? We took a whole lot of damage, within the first 60 seconds, and, we kind of more or less stay this way the entire game, with numerous people out for our blood. The power of the KV2 comes from the massive derp. It is a tier 6 Death Star with less armor. That's exactly what it is. It is a glass cannon Death Star. Because, the real tier 10 Death Star is a little crunchy. The armor is a bit moody. But the KV2, not so much. It seems like even if it's in its own tier, everything can pin it fairly easily. And it does have a large dome, so you can kind of shoot it from anywhere, connect with the turret, what have you. Now, we do kind of have to be cautious. We don't do a super amount of damage in this game, but everything we hit, we more or less one-shot, and it is just 100% hilarious to me. So I felt like this is something that had to be shared, and share we shall. Now, as you can kind of see here, I'm creeping up on these guys just a little bit, but I have to be very careful. I have to be very cautious, because you know what? One little mistake is going to cost me. We fire around there into that gentleman, get him off the map, back to the garage with you, and now we're just kind of using the side of this hill here as cover. Now, we have to be very cautious, because we know the clicker has eyes on us, simply because he was firing on us earlier. So we have to, keep that in mind. But at the same time, as far as the map goes, we're not doing very well as a team, simply because we have lost our spawn. Losing one spawn is normally indicative of things going pear-shaped in a game. So it is what it is. We do need to, maintain a little bit of fire on those gents, but at the same time, without anyone scouting, it's just not beneficial for me to be over there, especially, when the sixth sense goes off. Somebody probably has eyes on me, and they can more or less throw anything at me at this point, even possibly spam high X and kill me. So, I'm not necessarily taking as much risk. Had I had full health, I would have probably went out there to that berm in the middle and spotted some things. Probably got pooped on by Artie, but I might have been okay. But that's the thing. You have to be cautious, especially in a high-profile tank like this, that, people know that this thing will really do a number on you, and it takes priority, it takes precedence over a lot of other tanks in a given situation. People will shoot at a KV2, and it's not necessarily super crunchy. It does have its moments, but it's more often than not expect to be pinned, just simply for this massive derp. People really go big time for this thing and really want to get these off the map, and I don't necessarily blame them, because the longer a KV2 is in play, if it's in a good position, it is going to wreak havoc, assuming, and this is a big assumption, it can connect with what it's shooting at. As you can see here, the aim time is measured in hours, not minutes or seconds. So it does take a long time to aim in, and the accuracy is horrible, and it's, yes, but it has the derp. It does have its strong points, the strong points being the 152. Nothing else. I mean, it is very, very slow turret rotation, just everything. But, you know, it has that derp, and what I find my favorite part is it just seems hilarious. You hit somebody with it, and you take every bit of their health, and you're just laughing maniacally. It's fun. It's a fun tank if you can get to the point where you can survive long enough in it. You know, I've had a lot of games where you go out there and you just get vaporized within the first 60 seconds. Not very fun. Fun for somebody else, not for me. You know, you can't say World of Tanks is not fun, because somebody's going to get some fun out of it. It may not be you, but somebody's going to be having a fun time. Moving on. Not a lot going on here. We're still posted up around the corner. We don't necessarily want to go out here and risk a shot. We're just taking a peek, just essentially to see if this gentleman right here at my 10 o'clock makes an error. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for him to make a mistake that we can capitalize on. See just a touch of the turret right there. Not enough to even risk a shot, let alone this one. The round here in this thing is slow. Like, we're talking 1390 could outrun the round. I mean, it is slow. But, you know, you can still pull off some pretty amazing shots with this. You know, not by design. Let me go ahead and not if you mean to pull off amazing shots. Sometimes it just happens. Okay, so not a whole lot's going on. I mean, but you know what? This is what I tell the guys in the mentor program. If you don't have a good move, or if you're side scraping and you're getting pinned, a good move to do is turtle up and deny shots. And that's more or less what we're doing. I mean, granted, we're also doing another vital part, is we're maintaining this position, which means it's like chess. You have to look at it this way, that he can't move out there, or I'm going to put fire on him. So it's one big gigantic chess match. Can we make this shot? Can we make it? Kablamo! Right in the kisser. Awesome shot there. It's like chess, and that's exactly what it is. We're maintaining this position. We're making things happen. You know, granted, we're not out here on the front line anymore just because we got beat up. But just because you get beat up in the first, you know, half of the match, or first 60 seconds in my case, doesn't mean you cannot be useful for the rest of the game. We're all useful in our own way. You know, granted, it means that I'm going to be support fire from now on in order to survive the rest of the game, or, you know, passive spotting or active spotting, what have you. I had cover. So you can always be useful. Always, always, always be useful, no matter what. You know, you've got something, even, you know, in a beat up state, that is good. I mean, even if you go out there and take rounds, then you're being useful to the team, because that's damage that they didn't take. So once you kind of start thinking about it like that, it kind of makes sense. Last guy left here, more or less a foregone conclusion, unless this gent is the Terminator, which he is in fact not. Good game. I got lots of kills. Like I said, every single one of these kills, I was laughing my butt off. I didn't do loads of damage, but I had fun, and that's the main thing. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to put your favorite heavy tank below, followed by your gamer tag, and in 48 hours or so, we're going to see who wins that bad boy. See you guys next time.